Hello guys and girls and everything in between, welcome to Nerd Potato Plays, and as you can tell from the title of the video, we are going to be talking about my trip to Washington, D.C., which is why I was gone for 3 days. So, I'm just going to be talking about my experiences there, and not some of my friends. Some of my friends were different from mine, but trust me when I say that I have a couple interesting experiences. So let's see here. We had to write a journal because it was a project too. So let's see here. The first thing we did is we rode the bus. That was about an 8-hour bus ride, and man, I was really sad that we were not on the girls' bus. And you know, you're thinking, man, you just want to be sitting with all the girls. No, that's not why. They had karaoke. Karaoke on their bus. Yeah. You know what we had? Movies. I mean, the movies were pretty good. We had Shrek for the first bit, but then the rest of them weren't as good. So, yeah, I mean, so that happened for it. What else? We watched movies for a little bit. The bus ride wasn't really too interesting for it. Let's see, what else happened? Oh, we went to go to the museums, and we saw some dinosaurs. We did not go to the new, Black History Museum, because you need, like, reservations and stuff. So, since you need reservations. Let's see, what else here? Oh, we also got, space ice cream. Oh, man. So we got that when we were at the Air and Space Museum, and that was good. Like, you know Lucky Charms, how it's got, like, the marshmallows and cereal? Well, we've got the sandwich, which tasted like the cereal oats, and then you also have the ice cream, which tasted like the marshmallows, but still tasted like an ice cream sandwich. It was good. It was really good. What else happened? Let's see here. We went to a couple other monuments. What else happened? Well, then we went to our hotel rooms, and we were allowed to have other people go into our rooms. So, when our chaperone walks in, I'm not going to say his name because I'm not going to. It's rude. But, he opens up and he starts talking to us. And since the door's open, everybody's just walking in. They're like, hey guys, what's going on? And we're just looking at him like we're trying to talk here. And they're like, oh, okay. It got a little bit annoying after a little bit, but some kid even like just went to the bathroom. Just straight up goes to the bathroom. We're in the middle of talking and just whoop went to the bathroom. Like it's no big deal. It was a big deal, okay? We're trying to have a conversation here and little Jimmy over here is going to the bathroom. But yeah, he didn't even flush. He did wash his hands though. I mean, kudos to them for at least washing. What else happened? Okay, hold on. That's when they went to the room. Oh, we also went to McDonald's and one of my friends ate their first Big Mac. Oh, we have pictures of it. It's great. So there's the first Big Mac. There was also, I got McNuggets. And now I'm really skeptical about McNuggets because I read the label. It said 100% white meat. It didn't say 100% chicken. So, yeah, you should be careful about those darn McNuggets. that was about the whole first day. Second day is where things get interesting. So, we were a little bit, more awake, because we also had to wake up at, like, 2:30, no, not 2:30, 3:30 in the morning. And since we're waking up at 3:30 in the morning, everybody's tired, so nobody really slept, because it was Shrek that we watched first. Shrek, sorry if you hear any background noise. So we had Shrek going on, that was pretty good, but since we were all not as tired now, hold on. So since we're not all as tired, we went to the Hard Rock Cafe. I got a hat. It was nice. Crap. Yeah, we went to the Hard Rock Cafe. That was nice. I got a burger. We visited Congress. That was kind of cool. So that library was like pretty big. Interesting. What else is there? They had there wasn't a lot super interesting stuff at the library. Nothing mind-blowing, but there's a couple interesting stuff. What else was there that was pretty interesting? Hold on. So, okay. So, all the interesting stuff that happened there, we walked around, oh yeah, once we finished Hard Rock, we went to this, this store that was there, because it was air conditioned, and, what ends up happening is there's this, just Donald Trump funny stuff everywhere. I took a picture with a little cardboard cutout of him that was for sale. It was pretty great. What else happened? There was, let's see, we did that, and then, oh, there was, like, so, this is where all the shops and vendors are. There's literally somebody selling just a crate of fidget spinners, and I'm just looking at this pile like, I do not understand the craze for fidget spinners. I do not get it, why they're so popular. I don't really care about them. So, I almost bought one for one reason. Not because of the fidget spinner, because since they're so big, some for 50 bucks on eBay, because they had like these light up ones where you press it and it lights up. I could have easily made like $49. So that would have been pretty good. So this is where the story gets a little exciting. So we go to the Arlington Cemetery. It was a nice place, you know. So we're walking around and stuff. We had, me and my friend, we had a hat, but I'm telling him, like, isn't it bad to wear a hat in a cemetery? So instead of wearing our hats, we just toughened through it a little bit, because it was like 90 degrees the whole 3 days. It was bad, but we just toughened through it. So we end up getting to the changing of the guard, which is what we came there for. And, you know, we're very quiet and stuff, and then they go do it. It was very interesting, because it was very strict. So, about immediately after they finish, relaxes, which is kind of what you're not supposed to do. You're supposed to, like, stay rigid and stuff, like, you're not supposed to slouch on the fence that's in front of you. You're not supposed to mess around, basically. But then somebody got the bright idea over in another school. That a lot of schools are here. Somebody got the bright idea of going and leaning on the rail. So this guy, he can't turn his head, okay? and I wasn't paying attention. I found out about this rail thing afterwards. So he's turning around like he always does, and then he just goes, "Step away from the rail!" And I'm just looking at him like, what? So everything's over. So he's yelling this in my direction. I don't know. My blood pressure was like at the ground and it just went to space. I'm just looking at him for like a split second like, is he talking to me? I'm so scared. Because this guy, he's in the army. I don't know what he's gonna do to him. He has a gun. I don't know. This is really sacred. Maybe they like roughen me up a little bit. I don't know. I don't know what they can do to me. This is Washington, D.C. It's a colony, not even a state. So, what ends up happening is I turn behind me because I was like a foot and a half away from the rail, so that's why I was really curious. And I turn behind me, and my class is like 5 feet behind me, just like, what are you doing up there? Get back a little bit. But so we're standing back. I'm looking at him like, should I back up and stuff? Kids are like videotaping it. They were already recording it a little bit, so they got it when I got yelled at for when that happened. Then they also got it when he started yelling at me. Then everybody stopped recording, and then everybody's like, what's going on? And then I'm just slowly backing up, totally freaked out. My heart's still racing. I didn't know what was going on, but I calmed down for a little bit, and I realized, okay, so he wasn't talking to me. He just was talking to me, if that made any sense. Like, he wasn't talking to me. He was just looking in my exact direction, like eye to eye contact here. But he was not talking to me. So that kind of freaked me out a little bit. That was kind of like the most memorable part about this trip. What else? Let's see here. What else? Slowly backed away from the fence. There. Now we're at day 3. This day also kind of took a turn for the worst. So we went to Lincoln Memorial. I was telling my friends, okay, we gotta recreate the scene from Forrest Gump where Jenny's running through the waters. So we can't run through the waters, so instead, I have one of my buddies, which is next to me, so we just take pictures of where Forrest would be standing in the scene. So we took some Forrest Gump shots of it. But then, oh man, then, okay. So then we just took some Forrest Gump shots, then we went to the zoo, and we saw, a person from my old school. They moved over to Virginia, and we saw them there. It was a nice surprise, you know. I actually saw him over spring break, but that's another story that's not one for me to tell. So, what happened? So yeah, we saw her, took a couple pictures with her. That was nice seeing her. Then we left, you know, we're driving back from the zoo, and before we can even leave, like, we basically just left Washington and we got into Maryland. It's just like, okay guys, what's going on? Something smells like it's burning back here. And we're looking around like, what? Somebody's like portable charger burning or something? Because a lot of people had portable chargers, so maybe it was getting hot. And then we all just get out of the bus, and it turns out that our coolant tube like has a pressure leak in it. It was gonna blow. So we got out, we were in like the middle of nowhere basically. We had to find an AutoZone. Thanks AutoZone for helping us out of that trip, not sponsored. Yeah, we get out of the auto zone, and well, we didn't go to the auto zone. The girls' bus left us behind, and we thought the girls' bus was just gone. They weren't coming back for us. So, like, we're coming back from all this, and we're like looking at each other, like, well, what are we gonna do? So our chaperone and stuff, we're like staying at like Subway and stuff, just hanging out. I got a turkey sandwich. It was good. So I got a turkey sandwich, and when that happened, we were starting to realize, okay, we're gonna be here for a little bit longer. We were supposed to be home at 9 o'clock. I'm just gonna tell you right now, that did not happen whatsoever. So, we're returning. Well, we're not even returning home yet. We're still eating. I played Uno for the first time, so that was nice. Learned how to play Uno, you know. So when I was learning how to play Uno, we were also talking about how long it's going to be till the mechanic comes, because we didn't even know if there was a mechanic on duty. So when we were thinking about that, we were kind of worried, like, oh crap, nobody's even going to be able to fix it, so nobody's there. So what ends up happening is they do fix it at like 8 o'clock. So we're on the road back, and just, well, not even, well, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. This is before, well, this is like, they just fixed the bus. We're all back from Subway and stuff that was near there. Yeah, we're all just sitting there, and we're all in front of the girls' bus, just like waving to them and stuff. And then we find out that the bus is fixed. We're just like taking off our DC heads that we all bought, and we're just flailing them around in the air. I throw mine up in the air like it's some kind of college graduation. It's like after World War II, where all the soldiers came back from like D-Day and stuff. We're like just party, and we finally are gonna be going home. So I was excited for that, because I was kind of waiting to go home. I was waiting for some stuff I was looking forward to that sorry for another day. So as we're doing all of these, like, how should I? So as we're doing like this whole like big party, basically, we're just looking around at people like, oh man, we finally did. We're gonna be able to go back home. We got home at like, I don't know, 2, I want to say, like, yeah, it was like 2:16 by the time I got home. We were tired. The girls' bus almost left us behind too, so they were like, why do we have to sit here? So the girls were a little bit grumpy from it. What else? Everybody was just kind of like, oh, why did this happen? And this was apparently the first time this has happened. The bus has like had injuries happen to people on the DC trip. There's been cars that hit into us. There's been cars that we hit into, but the bus has never just broken down. So yeah, that was basically our DC trip story. I did not think that all that stuff would happen. So probably some of my highlights of the DC trip was seeing the person move. That was nice. Seeing her was nice. So we saw her, and then the easily. We have defused objective. Wait, was that the most memorable? I said. Sorry, that was one of the best parts, because I had to see her again. That was nice. I hadn't seen her in a while. So that was one of the best parts, and then the other one of the most best parts would probably be. The enemy has armed objective button. Probably our tour guide looking like Mary Poppins. That's what we need for Mary Poppins. We didn't get to see Watergate. I was sad about that. I want to see Watergate. So, as this is all going down, I guess I'll tell you my most memorable part. Well, easily my most memorable part would be when the drill sergeant starts yelling at me, because in my mind, I don't even know if his gun is loaded or not. I'm just thinking in my head, he has a gun, he's in the army, and he's yelling at me. If I was not in, like, if I was not being, like, if I definitely knew there was ammo in that gun, I would have been, like, in the parking lot already. I would have just booked it for the hills. You would never see me again if you were there. You'd be like, huh, wonder where he's running off to. Cops would be chasing me because they're like, hey, you're not supposed to run. Get back here. I don't know. It was just... But, yeah, that was my little, DC trip story. That's basically all that happened. If you guys liked, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. We're gonna be going back to normal videos. I just wanted to get this one out of the way before I forget, because once again we got home at like 2:16. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.